ovation. I think most of you are sitting down now. That's not good. Okay, I've got good news and great news for you. The good news is the food that you have been eating from last 10 days is all cholesterol free, fat free, and sugar free. And the great news is you are supposed to lose 15 pounds by the time you disembark tomorrow. Well, I'm from Detroit, Michigan, the house of Detroit Lions and Detroit Tigers.
And Red Wings.
We like the animals, I suppose. But Detroit Lion is one lion that never roars. In fact, a few years back, we had a perfect season. 0 and 16. 0 wins and 16 losses. We don't believe in winning. So the story goes that a couple of days after that disastrous season, so many kids were running away from the house. So the cop caught the kid, one of the kids, and said, "Hey kid, where are you going?" And he said, "Well, I'm leaving the house because my dad beats me and my mom beats me too." So he said, "Well, so where do you think you are going?" He said, "I'm going to Detroit Lions. They don't beat anybody." So there's a little story about the Detroit Tigers too. There were two boss-up buddies who were watching all the Detroit Tigers games together. So when after 40 years, one of the guys was going to pro, the other guy comes through his bedside and he says, "My friend, when you go up there, can you do me a favor and find out if they do play baseball up there?" He was an IT guy, so he said, "Well, I will try to communicate back to you." Sure enough, after 2 days, he's coming into his dream and he said, "I've got good news and bad news for you." He said, "The good news is they do play baseball up there, but the bad news is you are pitching this Saturday." I'm here with my wife, Meena, and all the friends who are trying to support me and bring out my hidden talent that I never knew existed. I've got a love-hate relation with my wife. I love her, she hates me. Now I know you will ask me the question, how do I know she hates me? I will give you some of the examples. Well, one day we were walking in a shopping mall, she met her friend and she said, "How's your husband? How are you? How is your husband?" She said, "He's an angel." She rolled her eyes, looked at me and she said, "You are lucky, mine is still alive." She's been meeting too many friends. She met another friend and she said, "Meena, what would you do if you found your husband on the floor, breathing in pain?" She said, "I will shoot him again." It's so much for the love, you know. And she keeps telling everybody, "I keep missing my husband, but my aim is getting better." The only bad habit she has is she keeps complaining all the time. She was once telling me, "Look at the clothes you make me wear. If your friend was to walk in right now, he will think I'm just a cook." I said, "Not if I can make him wait for dinner, you know." Because she scores no point when it comes to cooking. In fact, in our house, we know the dinner is ready when the fire alarm goes out. So we are so much used to it that one time we were on vacation, me, Meena and my two kids. And during the middle of the night in Holiday Inn, the fire alarm went out. Everybody went to the exit and we went to the dining room. We thought the dinner was ready. So after I made that remark about the clothes, I felt really bad about it. So while I was driving back to the office, I kept thinking about how can I make up for that. Once I reached the office, I pushed the phone button and I called her up. I said, "Meena, I'm really sorry for the comments I made. It was very insensitive and I'm really sorry for that. I want to make up for it." So today, you go to the most expensive store in Detroit and pick up the most expensive dress they have. Just don't get caught. I explained what I did to one of my colleagues, and he said, Captain, you are a very insensitive person. You should be more looking forward to what your wife wants to do and execute that. I said, what did you do? He said, well, on our 5th anniversary, since my wife always wanted to go to China, so on the 5th anniversary, I took her to China. I said, what did you do on the 10th anniversary? He said, I brought her back from China. I figured out the only way I have to celebrate my marriage is I have to go to a marriage counselor. So I went to the marriage counselor, me and Meena. The marriage counselor talked with us for 5 or 10 minutes and he figured out that there is a big lack of passion in our marriage life. So to bring home the point, he picked up Meena, gave her a big kiss, dropped her on the chair, looked at me and said, this is what I recommend Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. I thought about it for a minute and I said, well, I can bring her on Mondays and Wednesdays, but Friday is my polling night. Yes, so when I went home, I knew my wife would be waiting for me. What knows what. When I went home, somebody was trying to open the door of our house.